everybody, and welcome to our YouTube channel. We are, as always, your hosts, Arne and Carlos. And where are we, Arne?
We are in our summer studio. Or,
yes.
Well, we like to call it summer studio.
Yeah, or maybe our
but
knitting...
But it's not, it's the greenhouse.
It's our summer knitting headquarters. That's where we are right now.
Summer knitting headquarters.
And this is where we're going to be for a long time. I think that in the weeks to come, we will be in this greenhouse. Unless it gets really hot, then we might actually go outside. We'll see. We are in Norway after all, so it doesn't get that hot here anyway.
Well, in the greenhouse it can be warm.
It can get warm. Yeah. We'll see. Anyway, we're going to be here in this greenhouse for all of summer and a part of fall as well, probably until we go to the US. So you have that to look forward to, and then you can enjoy all our beautiful plants. If there are some visible right now, I think there may be some behind us. Today it's all about flowers and crochet. We love doing crochet in the summer. It kind of feels like the right time to pick up a hook and do some crocheting.
Yeah.
And Arne, we have this beautiful throw that we call Hedvig that we have done a podcast on.
Yeah, and when we did the podcast, after the podcast, a lot of people were angry at us because I was crocheting too quick.
Yeah, so...
And I think we said this is not a tutorial, it's a podcast.
Yeah, so we have to rewind a little bit. We have to rewind a little bit. So the podcast that we did with the crochet throw has in the 4 weeks that we have been since it was released has had more than 100,000 views. And apparently we have a lot of new friends that have joined the Arne and Carlos family. Unfortunately, many of these people did not understand the concept of our podcast. They thought it was a tutorial. But if you have been following us for a long time, you know how much we love radio. And the idea of the podcast is we just sit down, we do a project from beginning to end. You only see our hands, and it has nothing to do with teaching anything whatsoever. It's all about the radio, and the hands are just there so that you can feel like we're sitting in your kitchen. Yeah. That's pretty much it. But it's not a tutorial. It was never intended to be a tutorial.
I tried to be slow. I did like some of the YouTubers say. They say, normally I do it quicker, but this time I'm doing it slower.
Oh, really? Yeah, I remember that, yeah. So but anyway,
I tried.
You tried, but it was not a tutorial. It was not intended to be a tutorial. And we're very sorry if you're one of the people that got really angry at us because you weren't seeing what we were doing. The good thing is that today we are going to do a little tutorial to show you how to crochet the petals of the flower in Hedvig blanket, because a lot of people have been asking for that. And in order to crochet, we need a crochet hook.
And we're trying these
ergonomic hooks.
Ergonomic hooks from Prim.
So Arne, shall we unbox a few of them?
Yeah, I unboxed mine already.
Yes, and you have unboxed which one?
This is number 3.5.
3.5 millimeter. This one here, I'm going to unbox it. Looks really nice. Mm-hmm. We've got a 5 millimeter hook here. It's really pretty with an orange color, or it's a yellow-ish.
I like the handle because especially when you crochet the way we do, we hold the needle in our hand.
Yeah.
And it's really good.
Yeah. It's a nice hook to hold. We'll talk a little bit about that later, but let's unbox a few more. You want to open this one? And that's
also nice because they have different colors. That's nice because then you can easily find if you remember which color the number.
Yeah. So you're unboxing number 6 millimeters.
6. This is blue, dark
purple.
Blue.
For me, that's purple.
Oh, it's purple maybe.
And I've just unboxed a very small one. This is a 3 millimeter hook in pink. I really like it.
And there's an orange one.
And there's an orange one. We're going to unbox the orange one as well.
They look really nice with the colors.
The orange one is like this. Very pretty as well. So we've been trying these hooks, and they're very comfortable to hold. The hooks are shaped in a way that, you know, regardless of whether you hold it like that, or I don't know, like that, they are really, really comfortable to hold, which is really nice. The fact that it's not metal is good for people with allergy. If you are allergic to certain kinds of metals, this is I think it's glass fiber or composite or something. They're flexible, so you have to be a little bit careful. You have to hold them lightly. But I think that's the whole point with ergonomic, that you're not
Yeah, I think
tightening
that's
up.
one of the. That's a good point.
Yes.
Because I'm a tight crocheter, so with some yarns, they're not so slippery.
Yeah.
But I think it's because I'm a tight knitter and crocheter.
Yes. So am I.
So if you are a looser crocheter, I think it's perfect.
Yeah, these will be perfect for you. For us tight crocheters, they are proving to be something to get used to. But the more we use them, the more we like them. Not that we didn't like them to begin with, but I felt in the beginning that because I'm such a tight knitter and crocheter, I always had to think about loosening up. But I think that's the whole point with the ergonomics, that you're supposed to hold things in a better way, and it's all about getting used to a new way of working, which will actually in the long run be better for you. And these tools definitely make you rethink how you should hold it, which I think is a good thing.
So like when we crocheted the blanket, we used the merino extra fine from Schackenmeier, and since I'm a tight crocheter, the yarn doesn't slide as easy as if I use metal. But that's maybe good, because then I will be a slower crocheter.
Absolutely.
So I think I have to use this for tutorials, because then I have to make it a little bit slower.
Yeah, and I have to say the most favorite thing for us about these hooks is the fact that they are white, and so when we put the yarn on the hook or the knitting needle as well and use the camera, if we have a good contrast color like a blue or even a yellow like this, you will see it perfectly. So that's really, really good for us when we do our filming. And I suppose, you know, our dear friend in Montana, Betty.
Hello, Betty.
Hello, Betty. She's got a little bit of a problem with her eyesight now, because she's she's mature. And she loves the white color because it helps her see when she's working with her projects, and the light is not very good. So it is also a very good advantage, I have to say.
I think it's good for me also. I'm mature.
Yeah.
And when I do knitting or crocheting in the evenings, when I watch TV or video or something, it's nice to have the white ones, because then I can work with darker colors, and I actually see what I'm doing.
That's really, really
sometimes when you do this with darker color in the evening, you do a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
Because you can't see what you're doing.
Absolutely. That's a good thing. So anyway, lots of things to consider when you choose your crochet hook. These are something that we are getting to, we're getting to know them, and we're enjoying them a lot. They're not for everybody. I'm sure that some people will not like them. And that's okay, because we're all different. But we do recommend you to try these if you have the chance.
Yeah, they're really, you can grab them.
Yeah. So anyway, let's grab it.
Good.
Let's grab the hook
it.
and let's get to the point.
Yeah.
Today,
so let's make a
petal.
Petal.
Yes. So today we are going to show you how to make the petal
and the picot.
And the picot of your flower, so that you can continue crocheting your Hedvig Throw.
Yes. So now I will start a petal with the 2 times on the needle, the double crochet and the treble.
2 times on the needle is a treble.
A treble. That's a double stav in Norwegian.
Yeah, a treble in American terms.
So when you do those trebles, you go around the chain.
Yeah.
Sometimes people think that they have to put the needle in the stitches that are below, like on the round before. Like some people think that you should do like this and go
into the chain.
Into the chain.
But you don't have to.
No, you're not doing it.
No. You do it inside the big hole.
You go in the hole and you make the treble around the hole. So that's the trick. I think a lot of people, actually not many people misunderstood it, but some people think they should go into the chain instead of going around.
Yeah.
So we're going like this.
So you're doing a number of trebles around the hole, right? The loop.
Around the loop.
The chain
and
that
you see
have
now
there.
I'm crocheting much slower because the yarn is a little bit more sticky.
Yeah, and it splits as well. It's
You have to be careful because you also see the tip of this needle is very sharp.
Yeah.
So if the yarn is easy to split,
Yeah.
then you have to be careful when you pull the yarn through. You have to point it down like this.
Yeah.
If you go this way, it's so easy to
Split.
but if you go this way, then it's easier to get through.
Now I do have to say something. I have to say something that, you know, the choice of yarn is very important as well. I mean, usually we would crochet with a really nice cotton yarn. We really love Catania from Schanenmeier, which is a really sturdy, strong yarn, which has a really nice ply to it as well. If we would be crocheting with Catania, it would be a completely different thing. We wouldn't be splitting the yarn. However, we feel that this throw, even if we're in summer, we feel that this throw looks better if it's done in a wool.
I think that the crochet blankets like this should always be in a wool or a wool mix.
A wool mix, because the flowers, they become a little bit bouncier. There's a little bit more structure there and strength. If you do it in cotton, it would be very, very thin, and you don't get that lush kind of garden that you're kind of looking for. So we are not making it easy on ourselves by using this yarn, because it does split, unfortunately.
But the colors are nice.
Colors are gorgeous. So if you want to have a beautiful yarn in merino to do the throw, you'll have to put up with the fact that it splits, because that's just the
and
way
it's
it is.
easy, when the needle is so sharp, it's also easier to split the yarn. I also tried the needle with a more coarse yarn, one of the Norwegian yarns, which is like pure wool.
It's
like
a two-ply.
like old-fashioned
Yeah.
yarn, the one we always used in Norway in the old days.
Yeah, it's a fingering weight yarn, and it's a two-ply.
And it's not a mix of anything.
No, 100% wool.
And it's very nice, how you say, it's a good twist.
A good twist, yes.
And that yarn, which is coarse, that slides like
Beautifully.
butter.
Like butter.
Yeah. So there's one thing more I want to show, and that is the picot.
The picot, yes.
Piquet.
The picot.
Picot.
P-I-C-O-T.
Picot.
It's that little thingy, you know, that thing?
That
Yes.
So you chain 3, so 1, 2, 3. Then you go back to the top stitch on the last treble and into the 3rd chain. So you go into these 2. You squeeze it in like this. Then you put the yarn over and you pull it through the 2 stitches, and then the last on that chain of 3. So that's the little picot.
Picot. So you've done a picot, and then you continue doing your trebles.
Then I do my trebles again.
And
so
how many more are you
8
going to be
more
doing? 8 more, yes.
on the other side of the picot. I have 5. So 6. I can't count until it should be easy to count to 8, but not for me. So this is the petal. One more.
There you go.
And you finish with a single crochet
In the next.
in between the groups, the 2 groups under. So that's the petal, and you can push a little bit if you want to squeeze them, or what do you say? Not squeeze them.
Yeah, just
Make
pull.
them look
You can
nicer.
pull a little bit.
Pull
and
a
make it
little
look
bit.
nicer.
So that's the petal with a little picot.
So eight trebles, and then a little picot on top.
Yes.
This looks really nice.
And I think for this one, I will make a lot of flowers in these colors.
Yeah.
Because normally we do like so many colors. Maybe this should be just fewer colors and maybe a pillow.
Yeah.
A pillow for summer.
Yeah, that sounds absolutely nice. People have been also asking us about the colors in this throw. I mean, we've used quite a lot of different colors. I think there's like 10 or 12 colors or even more. I can't remember exactly.
I don't remember.
But the point is that the blanket always has the yellow in the center, and then it's got 3 additional colors in addition to the yellow, and you should always try to spread them out. So once you do a flower and then a second flower and a third, make sure to spread them out so that you don't get the same flower in the same space. But it doesn't really matter which colors you choose. If you choose from a color card, or if you choose from a nice high quality yarn that has that really takes dye into it perfectly, and if you choose your favorite colors from that, and say you choose 10, 12 colors, you will for sure get a similar result to this because of the colors, the way the colors are dyed. That is actually what makes it so special.
Or you can use your leftover yarn.
Or you can use your leftover yarn, absolutely. So
now I'm getting warm.
You're getting warm, yes. I mean, warm from
I'm
the greenhouse,
no,
or warm from doing the...
I'm getting used to the needle.
Ah.
It's good for your hand.
It's great for your hand, yes. So, if you want to get the pattern is available in full on our website. You can purchase it there at arnecarlos.com. We hope you enjoyed the podcast, and we hope that if you didn't enjoy the podcast because you thought it was a tutorial, that we have made it up a little bit by showing you...
You should say that in Spanish.
The petal? No, I'm not going to say it in Spanish.
Since there's a lot of Spanish people who were angry.
Well,
Said it was... what you saw last time was a podcast, not a tutorial.
Not a tutorial.
In Spanish.
No, I don't.
Say
no, I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. What I do want to say is that if you enjoy our videos, you should put on your notification sign so that you don't miss a single episode. We'd love it if you would subscribe to our videos. And what else do we have to say? Click on the like.
Click on, yeah.
If you don't like it, click on the thumb down, I guess. And we will see you again next week with a new episode.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching. And we'll see you again.
Now I have to finish a new project.
Okay. I'll start one myself. Bye.
Bye.